I'm Noel Oettle. I work for an NGO in South Africa called an Environmental Monitoring Group, and I work in the rural areas of the arid west, working with small-scale farmers around issues related to biodiversity conservation, sustainable land use, adaptation to climate change, as well as livelihoods, value chains, and market-related opportunities for small-scale farmers. In many different ways. South Africa is a country which, as many people know, has had a rough history of colonialization and more recently apartheid. And what went with that history was a lot of the best agricultural land being taken by white farmers and black people, people of color, being pushed into small reserve areas, which haven't coped well with, on the one hand, the high population levels, and on the other hand, the fact that most people there still have a very traditional form of land tenure, which evolved under much lower population densities. So people don't have a secure tenure in the modern sense, which means that there are not strong incentives for people to invest in sustainable land management. In addition to that, South Africa is experiencing significant temperature rise as a result of global warming, and the western area where I work has been affected by an increase in the frequency of droughts, and we've had one major drought and one minor drought in the last decade. A major drought lasting 3 years, from 2003 to 2006, and a drought this year that affected all of the west coast area, where the rains were simply 2 months late in arriving, which has very big impacts on farmers generally, but especially farmers in the more marginal areas, where the rainfall is low anyway, because in those areas, when there's a drought, they get no rainfall at all. That has severe impacts on crops like rooibos tea, and also, of course, on livestock.